The first time Commander Lyra Solari heard human laughter, she assumed the sound indicated distress. In her culture, vocal bursts of air like that were reserved for pain or alarm. So when the lone human ambassador chuckled at her mispronunciation of his name, Evan, she'd nearly called for medics. That had been 6 months ago. Half a local year on Earth. Her first diplomatic assignment among humans. Half a year of deciphering sarcasm, idioms, metaphors about cats in bags and beans being spilled, and most confusing of all, emotions expressed freely and constantly like they cost nothing. On her home world of Aurelia, you never revealed emotion. It glowed through your skin anyway, luminous veins that betrayed any feeling. So civilized Aurelians trained from childhood to keep faces blank, gestures minimal, hearts hidden. Earth was chaos by comparison. Warm, loud, emotional chaos. And she was beginning to prefer it. Even if it was dangerous for someone like her. Beginning the accident. It happened on a night wrapped in Earth's strange romantic weather. Soft rain, distant thunder, streetlights turning drops into golden fire. Lyra had joined Evan for what he called late-night noodles, an experience she'd initially believed to involve gardening tools. Instead, she found herself seated in a warm neon-lit shop, steam fogging the windows as humans slurped noodles with noisy satisfaction. She'd never heard a dining hall so unrestrained. It was delightful. Evan pushed a bowl toward her. You have to try this. You lived 6 months on Earth without ramen. War crime. She blinked. I was informed war crimes involve chemical weapons, not wheat-based soup. Evan laughed in that free, reckless way of his. Her chest tightened in response. Alarm, perhaps. Affection. Impossible. She'd grown fond of him, yes. Curious about him. Possibly addicted to his presence and the bright warmth of his voice. But affection like humans described. Messy, all-consuming, vulnerable. Aurelians didn't do that. Couldn't do that safely. Still, she ate the offered noodles. They were glorious. Spicy, savory, 1,000 flavors at once. Her eyes widened, and before she could school her expression, the glowing veins along her cheekbones shimmered blue, the color of delight. Evan noticed. He always noticed. I like when you light up, he said softly. That was dangerous. Too close. Lyra looked away, willing her skin to fade. It is involuntary. Like you're blushing. But beautiful. She nearly choked on a noodle. They talked long into the night about starship engineering and Earth music, about the moons of Jupiter and the oceans of Aurelia that glowed turquoise during migration season. Evan teased her about her precision. She teased him about humans' messy emotions. And then, as they stood outside the noodle shop, rain dusting their hair and city lights painting the wet pavement, he asked, You ever going back? To your world? Yes. It hurt to say it. Why did it hurt? In 3 weeks. 3 weeks, he echoed. Something unspoken passed across his face. Something she couldn't quite read, though she had studied human expressions obsessively. Sadness. Disappointment. Loss. Her chest tightened again. He reached up and brushed a raindrop, or was it a tear? From her cheek. I'm glad you came here, Lyra. And she, misunderstanding the gentle weight of that moment, the fragile human emotion in the air, replied too quickly, too honestly, the words tumbling through her lips before she could stop them. I love you. Silence slammed between them. The world held still. Her body betrayed her in the worst way possible. Her skin erupted in a bright, unmistakable blue glow of emotional truth. Evan's eyes widened. Lyra, did you just? But she didn't let him finish. Mortified, pulse racing, panicked at the raw vulnerability of what she'd done, she fled. Literally ran, boots splashing through puddles, heart pounding like atmospheric engines firing. She sprinted straight to her starship docked at the embassy hangar. Once aboard, she collapsed against the metal wall, chest heaving, skin still burning with that humiliating glow. Idiot. Fool. Aurelians don't love. Aurelians don't confess. What had she done? The doors sealed behind her, locking her back in the cool, quiet sterility of Aurelian design. Controlled. Emotionless. But she felt anything but safe. The consequences. She avoided Earth surfaces for 3 days. Diplomacy be damned. Let ambassadors send messages through encrypted channels. She needed distance, needed to smother the blue glow that kept flaring along her throat every time she remembered his stunned face. And she remembered it constantly. She shouldn't have missed him. Humans were brief, impulsive, chaotic creatures. Aurelians valued stability, longevity, calm. She was meant to return home, present her diplomatic findings, and possibly be assigned to a more distant star system next. She had a future planned. Trajectory. So why did it feel like she'd stranded part of herself under neon lights in a rainy human city? Her ship chimed. Incoming visitor request. Decline, she ordered. The ship ignored her. Aurelian ships recognized emotional distress, and by protocol, could override commands that risked diplomatic breakdowns. The docking bay opened anyway. Heavy human footsteps approached. She nearly melted into the wall to avoid being seen. Evan appeared in the entryway, breathless, damp from rain again, hair plastered to his forehead. Lyra. She swallowed hard. I did not grant entry. Yeah, your ship did. It has better emotional intelligence than you. She stiffened. Insult noted. He stepped closer, voice softer. Why did you run? I committed a cultural breach, she said, standing rigid. A grave one. By telling me you. He paused, exhaling shakily. Lyra, look at me. He couldn't. If she turned, if he saw even a flicker of blue under her skin. But he approached anyway, stopping just close enough that she could feel human warmth radiating like a star. He lifted a hand slowly, giving her time to move away. He didn't. His fingertips brushed her forearm. Her skin reacted violently, brilliant blue, shimmering like bioluminescent waves. Evan whispered, Is blue your love color? Her voice cracked. Stop saying that word. Love. He leaned closer. Why? You're allowed to feel things, Lyra. No, she whispered. We are not. Aurelians don't fall in love. We do. Shame flared hot. But publicly revealing emotional truth is dangerous. Culturally destabilizing. It's intimate. We don't survive vulnerability like humans do. Then teach me how to be gentle with it, he said quietly. Because you shook my entire world and then vanished. Her breath hitched. She'd expected anger, confusion, rejection. But this quiet sincerity, this willingness to embrace emotion instead of hide from it. She wasn't prepared. You don't even know what loving an Aurelian means, she whispered. We bond. Permanently. Our biochemistry links. Our minds sync at proximity. It is irreversible. Evan's eyebrows lifted. That sounds kind of incredible. It is dangerous, she repeated, voice trembling. We do not choose lightly. Did you choose me lightly? He countered. Her glow betrayed her again, flooding her cheeks in soft blue light. I did not choose. Happen. Against my intention. Against logic. He smiled softly. Sounds like every human love story ever. She shut her eyes. I must leave in 19 days. Then let me spend 19 days not pretending this didn't happen. She opened her eyes. He was looking at her not like an alien, not like a diplomat, but like she was someone precious, something fragile and powerful at once. "It will hurt you when I go," she warned. "Yeah. And it will hurt you too." Her skin flared again. She cursed it silently. Evan stepped back slightly, not to retreat but to give her space. "Respect. Safety." "Lyra," he murmured, "you ran because you were scared. I came because I'm not." Silence stretched, heavy, meaningful, filled with things neither fully understood. Finally she whispered, "I don't know how to do this." "Good," he said with a gentle grin. "We'll learn together." End. Departure and promise. The next 19 days felt like stolen time. They explored Earth like two curious explorers because in many ways they were. He took her to see oceans, she glowed brighter than the water, mountain peaks, thin air made her laugh breathlessly, crowded markets, overwhelming and wonderful, and quiet parks where fireflies danced around them like tiny biolights. She taught him Aurelian constellations. He taught her how to skip stones. She let herself feel, cautiously, each day a little more. Her glow became her shadow, following her everywhere. But departure day arrived. Starships hummed with departure authority. Diplomats preparing goodbyes. She stood by her vessel, heart twisting. Evan stood in front of her, hands in pockets, trying and failing to look composed. "So this is it." "Yes. You'll come back." "I don't know." He exhaled shakily. Silence. The kind that felt like gravity. Finally he said, voice cracking, "I don't regret anything." Her throat ached. Aurelians didn't cry often, but she felt liquid pressure behind her eyes. "Nor do I." "And the bond?" he asked quietly. She touched her glowing throat. "It exists. Whether we see each other again or not, it will remain." "Then I'm honored." Her heart clenched. Human bravery, reckless and beautiful, struck her once again. "Evan," she breathed. "Humans fear so little." "We fear a lot," he said. "But some things are worth being afraid for." She reached up, trembling, and placed her palm against his chest where his heart beat. The glow between them intensified, blue threads swirling like cosmic tides. "I do not know if our worlds will permit this," she whispered. "Then let's give them no choice eventually." She almost smiled, small, sad, hopeful. "I will return if I am able. Then I'll be here. With Raman." She laughed. Soft, disbelieving, touched. "You are chaos incarnate. And you love me anyway." Her glow flared again. "Yes." There was no point hiding anymore. They didn't kiss. Aurelian bonding was deeper. And besides, the moment didn't need it. They stood in each other's light, silent, connected. The air humming with the promise of future shifting. Finally, she stepped onto her ship ramp. He called after her. "Lyra." He turned. "Next time you run away," he said with a trembling smile, "take me with you." Her chest ached in the best way possible. "I will consider it," she whispered. And then she rose into the stars, face glowing blue, leaving Earth behind, but not leaving him. Never him. Some distances didn't break bonds. Some hearts glowed across galaxies. And love, accidental, terrifying, irreversible, was one of them.